So my name is Philippa and I'm the Products Manager at Science and Engineering Applications Limited. And we are a software development company. And we've been developing with all of our partners a digital solution that will enable us to try and help people who are at risk of overdose from a preventative stance, but also from the point of responding in an emergency. Fundamentally, I'd say it was giving us time to really understand the challenge. So we had an initial idea, but then we've actually been able to go and speak to lots of people with different views, different backgrounds and different experiences to be able to understand that whole ecosystem. And by doing that, it's our product has evolved, and it means that we can actually be building something that's been driven by demand from our service or potential service users and the people that we're trying to speak to.
Now, I bore witness to this project, being part of the steering group as well. So, and I did read the reports. So what do you think in terms of your end-to-end testing, what stood out? Was there anything, I shouldn't put words in your mouth, was there anything in particular that stood out as a result of the end-to-end testing that either you thought was particularly meaningful or that meant you had to reframe the project? How did that experience, what was the experience like for you?
I'd say the fundamental thing for us was understanding that ecosystem and being able to see that we're not just focusing on the end goal of trying to reduce the death in an emergency crisis, but trying to actually understand why people get to that point and what we can do, because I think we should be responsible for not only trying to act in the emergency, but we have the capability to do a lot more. So it's trying to understand what that more looks like and what we can actually deliver for the people who need it, not just for maybe the policy or the agenda that's been set, but actually try and look for what they really need in that moment. I think a lot of people in software development have an idea and then they sit away in their little room and then they just build it on it, they work it up, they think they've solved the problem and then they take it to market and then they realize that actually it doesn't fit what the markets need. So I think what's been great for us from this particular program has allowed us to go out and get voices, get eyes on our product, have early evaluation so that we can evolve based on their needs. And I think that's something that it's quite hard to do. It's quite hard to have open those doors to have those conversations. And I think Fife Innovation have really helped us, and also our clinical advisor, to try and really open those doors and have conversations with as broader audience as possible. And that's what we've tried to kind of do as much as possible for the project. Empower the people who are at risk. That's the ultimate goal, is to make them feel like they are valued, to feel like they are part of a connected society, though they have a position in it, and where they actually are supported by the right people at the right time in a way where they feel valued. And I think that's ultimately what we're trying to achieve.